Hi there everybody and welcome to Versus Mode, where we take a classic game, one of us loves it, one of us hates it, see if you can guess who's going to be who. I'm Darren Jones from Retro Gamer.
I'm Nick Thorpe from Retro Gamer.
And we are playing DuckTales. Okay then, so basically this is DuckTales, this is Nick's choice, he really likes it, so over to you Nick.
I wasn't always a fan of Capcom platformers on the NES. I'm outspoken in the fact that I don't like the Mega Man games. But there's just something about DuckTales, partially because I just loved DuckTales as a kid. I love Scrooge McDuck. I've always wanted to swim through money like Scrooge McDuck does.
You've never swum through money?
I've never swum through money, I know.
I like to find that. It used to work best with pound notes, but now obviously we've gone to pound coins.
Yeah.
It's just really cold.
With DuckTales, there's a bit more than the standard licensed platformer from the 8-bit era. Oh.
You're rubbish.
I am rubbish. Bit more than the standard 8-bit licensed platformer. You've got a bit of non-linearity going between stages to rescue the kids.
But you've been hit twice, and it's like pretty much started. I mean, it's so sodden hard. I mean, this is one of the things that I don't personally like about it. I think the difficulty level is like whack.
It's
as Chris Cross would say.
It's one of those things, but that's common for NES era games. I think it's the context of it, isn't it? You wouldn't, in the same way, Mega Man is rock hard. In the same way, certainly Mario Lost Levels is rock hard. Oh, that's fine, I'm invincible. We'll go from there. But yeah.
And also as well, that just looks really dodgy because it looks like you're hitting them with a winky.
It's his cane. It's his bouncy pogo cane.
Ah, right. I thought it was a winky. When this game came out, I was like 16.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really into DuckTales. I was into lots of other things, but watching ducks on canes wasn't one of them. I saw the cartoon a few times, and I do think with a lot of licensed stuff that obviously, if you've got a love for the source material,
yeah,
then that transfers over, and you're more forgiving to, you're more willing to forgive stuff because you're like, hey, it's Scrooge McDuck, and I love that cartoon, and look, there's that geese guy who I got no idea, and he's got a helicopter. Yeah. But obviously, if you don't have that, and this is one of the things why I think most of the Marvel games are like massive. Marvel films are massively overrated because if you don't have any connection to the actual, if you don't have any connection to the actual product, then you're just viewing it as a game or a movie, and then so for context for me, I just don't think this is a very good game. I think it's ridiculously tough. The level design is okay. I quite like the graphics. So look how funny that is. He's just been caught, but it's just so difficult. This is good. I'll give you this. But I mean, it's like welcome to generics, Phil. Here's a snow level. Here's a desert level. Is there a desert level? I bet there is a desert level. There's always desert levels in bloody platform games.
But no.
Oh my God! Look, you've got to press down to do the pogo stick thing. Well, that's crap.
Well, that makes sense. You're attacking downwards.
But I've got a sodden button here. Look, what is that doing? What's the point of that button? Look, jump. Yeah. That should pogo. Jump pogo. Jump pogo. Look how simple. It's like that whole thing where you have to press you have platformers or old computer games, and you're playing them on a keyboard and you use an up to jump. Using up to jump is crap, and it shouldn't be allowed. I mean, why am I not bouncing?
Because that's snow. You get stuck in it.
Oh. Again, what were you when this came out? A youngster?
I would have been 3 when this came out.
Exactly. I was 16. I was playing good games like Strider. None of this rubbish. I don't like the collision and detection in this. I find a lot of the enemies are quite unpredictable in their patterns.
Yeah.
And again, I do agree with you where they've pretty much applied the Mega Man template to obviously this. But again, I wasn't a huge fan of Mega Man 2 is probably my favourite.
That's the one to go for, yeah.
And I see. I mean, this literally you could take that duck out Well, both those ducks out because there's two
Yeah.
there at the moment. But you could take those ducks out and you could be playing any bloody NES game.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd say this game is still better than the majority of NES platformers. There were a lot of bad platformers on the NES.
I would rather have a concussion than play this game.
Oh!
I just don't like how the controls just feel really clunky. You never fully feel in control. I love the ideas in it. I love look, I can knock blocks. Look, I can like bounce around on my little pogo stick. You know, it's got clever ideas. There's no denying that. But
The execution.
I play games to enjoy them,
Yeah.
and I don't enjoy games when it's just ridiculously.
You don't
it's
enjoy
ridiculously
games for their
hard.
concepts.
Can you go through these mirrors? Yes, you can.
Yep. And see, we've got some nice treasure there.
Oh, look at that! I've got a key. It's going to open the door.
Skeleton key. See, we're in Transylvania. It's a skeleton key. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, actually. To be fair. And this is going to take me into the mine.
Yep.
Oh,
so
look
now
at
we
this.
go to-
Oh, this is similar to what they later did with Quackshot, isn't it? Where
Yeah.
you'd obviously that's quite cool, to be fair, but I still don't like it. So if he's dazed,
He's dazed.
how is he still hurting me? He's a dazed bat. That makes no sense. You know, I've dazed him.
It doesn't have to bite you to be harmful, I think.
Good. Look, well, I showed him his boss, didn't I? Look at that. Take
You
that.
did indeed.
Take that, bat. I like the ideas in DuckTales,
Yeah.
but I have absolutely no love for the cartoon because you know I wasn't a child when it came out, and see how if have I got to like knock that across?
No, because that would just break.
So how the hell do I get out of here?
Bounce.
Oh, right. If when you look at the actual game, it's a kid's game, and yet it's stupidly hard, and it just doesn't. They don't.
No.
I mean, look, it's ridiculous. I mean, look at it. It's just stupidly hard.
It is quite a difficult game.
And when we're playing it on normal mode,
And we're playing it on normal.
so I mean, Christ, what happens when
We'll put it on difficult.
you're on difficult? Does like Goofy run around and shoot you or something? It's insane.
I was going to say that'd be that's Kingdom Hearts 4, isn't it? As much as I like this, I would prefer Lucky Dime Caper on the Master System. That's a better game.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to play one game with a duck in it, yeah, I'd go for that one as well. Oh, I don't know though, because Quackshot is pretty good.
Quackshot is quite good.
And that's a Mega Drive game as well, and I like Mega Drive games. But, yeah.
What about Duck Hunt? That's got a duck in it.
That does have.
Yeah, but you kind of shoot ducks, and that goes up against my love of, like, birds, so I don't know. But it is a good game. I like the dog who laughs in it. Speaking of ducks in video games, another duck. I've got, is it Maui Mallard on the SNES?
Yeah.
That's a Donald Duck one, where doesn't he, like, get a job as a private detective? But he never gets work because nobody can understand what the hell he's saying all the time. Anyway, I mean, shall we wrap this up? And,
Yeah, go on.
Basically, DuckTales, I hate it. It's far too difficult. It's got some nice ideas. I feel they're poorly executed, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
It looks great. It's better than most NES platformers, and I love the cartoon.
Okay then, so that was what did we call it again?
Versus mode.
So that was our versus mode, and it was Duck Hunt.
It was DuckTales.
Jesus Christ, I can't get anything right. That was our versus mode, playing DuckTales, and we'll see you soon, guys. Take care.